Okay, good day, students. So we're going to look at your assignment, which is your task of version 1 of Computer Practice N6. So welcome to the class. And so you will see that you have to create a blog. Okay, so you are currently employed as a marketing manager, and you are working at a company called Fashion for You. You can read it there. And you need to create a blog which will then market the different products. You need to have a home page, a about page, content page, a products page, a promotion page, and you need to obviously keep up with the trends. I will show you all of this, and then comments, and customers will be able to leave comments. Okay, so there's a couple of free websites on the go. The one that I've chosen for this is Wix. So you're literally going to go to your web browser. I'm using Microsoft Edge at the moment. You can use whatever you want to use. You're going to put in Wix, and you are going to say, listen, I want to create a blog. Okay, so you're going to click on that. And I'm actually choosing this now from the start. It's actually just a blog. I'm just going to choose a blog. Built in, this actually includes based on the website you choose. Yes, this is actually what I want to do. So I choose the one and I say next. Okay, so what's nice about these website builders is it's basically there for you. Okay, so I'm not going to choose the automatically one because it kind of takes the fun out of it, and it's not exactly doing the task. So I'm going to edit a template. So the template is already going to be there, so you can choose a nice edit. You're obviously going to change all of these pictures and whatever. I'm going to choose the fashion block because that is exactly what it is. So I'm going to choose edit, and then I'm going to start with my block. Okay, so you need to hold this closely with you and go back and refer back to this ever so once in a while, so that you know that you are actually meeting this criteria. Okay, so I'm going to design it from the scenario. So I'm just going to open this up. We said we're editing it. Okay, it is still loading. Remember, it's a lot of images, a lot of templates that needs to load. So don't feel discouraged when it does take a little while. It is going to take a while. So just hold on and wait for it to actually just load. It is taking a bit of time. Okay, while we're waiting for this, I just want to show you something that you can do in the meantime, is actually go and do research on fashion logos or fashion whatever you want, whatever tickles your fancy, and go. Let's say you have, this is nice for you. You're going to right click on it and you're going to save the image as. Just make sure you name the image correctly, whatever you want to name it as logo, and go and save it in a folder that you know where to find it. Okay, I'm going to show you now why you need to know that. Actually, don't know why it's taking so long, but here it is. Okay, wonderful. So you will see, okay, it's just adding a little chat. Okay, so what you need to do now is you need to make sure that you've got all your things on the page that they want. Okay, so you actually want to add certain things. Okay, at the moment, I don't actually think I'm going to use this. There's contact and forms. Okay, there's a gallery, there's menu and pages. I think I'm going to actually work from this. Okay, so once you're in this, and remember, each one is going to look different. So when you use my templates, obviously it's going to be easier. So you're going to go to the side menu, and you're going to say, listen, I want home there because this is what they ask of me. But the next one should actually be an about page. Okay. So I'm going to edit this by right clicking there, and I'm going to say, listen, I want to rename this to about us. Okay. This is what I want the page to be about. And then the next one, you'll see there's a content us, which I think should actually be contact us. So we're just going to put that in. Um, let's just click again there and say we're going to rename it and we're going to say contact us. Okay. And I think the next one is actually promotions. I think it's promotions and products. Okay, so it's products first. So we're going to rename that as well. Rename, we're going to have products. So that is actually going to be your products, whatever you decide to sell with regards to fashion. And then this is going to be renamed to promotions. Okay. Okay, all done. So done. Okay, there's no extra ones, but let's say there was more. You can actually just click there and delete it if you don't want that. Okay, so what I want to show you with regards to the site menu is now you have all of those things on here. Okay, you have, if you scroll up, you've got about us, you've got a contact us, etc. Okay, so this is actually your title text, and you want to click on there and you want to say, listen, I don't want the heading to look like this. I actually want to choose my own theme. You can go and choose whatever feels good to you. You can make it a little bit bigger, and then you can actually just double click it and backspace and just say you're going to call this is going to be fashion for you. And if you're not sure where I actually find this, you can just click somewhere else. It will already be saved. You will see the title of the blog should be fashion for you. Okay, so that is exactly what we did. Okay, so it does look a little bit deurmekaar. It looks a bit confusing because there's lots of lines and columns and stuff going on. So if you click on this, you can go and say, listen, I want to manage the menu. Okay. So when I go onto home, I want to say, okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's do some settings. What is the page name? It is home. Okay. This is your home setting. Let's go and see what you want for this. Okay. Do you want a standard layout? Then we can go to about us. Do you want settings there? Um, maybe we actually don't want to hide it because then they won't say advanced settings. Okay, let's quickly see manually. Maybe we can put that up there, and we actually want to edit it. So let's see if we can go back into this and say, okay, let's see the layout. There's some animation, designed. Okay, you can actually choose what you want. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So this is actually how you will go into designing. You will click on it and you'll go to that little thing there and choose the next one. So this is about us. So you're actually going to double click here and say about us, because this is what we are. So you can maybe say who we are, and you are going to write a little story. Okay, when were you discovered? What it is all about? Okay, so you can maybe go and then edit this. Okay, let's say you actually don't want this. Okay, this is not what you want. You actually also don't want this post over here because this has got nothing to do with this. So you can actually just click on it and it will disappear. Um, so basically the best option is to see what they give you, and you can actually go and say, listen, I want this, I don't want this. I actually just want to see if you click on this and you delete the whole thing, probably not going to work as well. If you go into settings and you actually don't want all of these things, because remember, you need to obviously choose what you need to have on there. So it's up to you. I just actually want to quickly see if we said, okay, let's do the block, but we actually doing it not on our own. We're choosing our things. I'm just going to see if this is actually going to be better, because it kind of feels like now we have to delete all of those things. And I actually don't think it's necessary. to do it like that. So let's just quickly see. At the end of the day, there's so many options. You can choose what you need to do, but those are the important things. Those are the things that you're actually going to get marks for. But when we need to make it easier for us, then obviously that is going to be a bit better. So we're going to choose the built-in block still, like we did at the beginning. Let's just wait. This thing is so slow. I think it's got to do with the fact that it's a whole editing program. Okay, let's go to my blog, blog pages, about us. Okay, see, we're in this. So let's quickly see. They actually let us post. Okay, so this is the post option. So now you can go and say, okay, this is what I want to do. Okay, can you see here some trends already? Okay, you are going to create something. Don't just use it as is. Okay, go and say when we did we start, what's the history. Then we can go again. Remember, we go into that, we click the little design button and we choose the gallery. We actually don't have a gallery, we've got to contact us. So we're going to go into that. Okay, maybe we should just go into my blog again and say blog pages, blog manager, add blog elements. Okay, supposed to be in here. Okay, let's go into about us. Okay, we did that. Next one, edit. Then we're gonna go into our, we did this, the next one. Okay, contact us is the next one. Let's just see if it actually goes. Okay, it is supposed to just work. Okay, give the option for more. She doesn't want to give us that option. Oh, okay, it gives us the option of how we want to edit it in the menu design. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we can actually add some media. There'll be some media. You can actually add some photos. There is some photos, but don't obviously use that. I'd rather upload a media. Remember, I told you earlier that you can actually create your own logo. This is where you go. You're going to say you're going to upload it from your computer and you're going to actually go and say open and you're going to use that. Okay, so it's gonna, let's say you created, I chose that one for my fashion logo and it's supposed to be in here. There it is. So I can actually use it on here now. Okay, so I can choose to just actually put it wherever and make it a bit smaller. Okay, the only thing that bugs me a bit is that we can't edit this. And so I'm going to just see if I click on the menu pages, if we can see what the settings is about. Okay, because I want to actually go into our contact page and just see that we can actually go and say that we want to do the settings on that. Okay, so we're in the contact. Can you see now this is not going to be shop my look. This is actually going to be editing. We're going to say contact us. Okay, so we're going to start typing in here. We're going to say, oh, let's make it a little, you can actually choose your own one there, maybe that one. I'm going to put it in there, and then you can add also customize it there, choose your colors, maybe that. Okay, apply. Okay, and then you can obviously go and say, okay, where can you contact the person? You can contact us by using a number, etc. So this is just a basic thing of showing you what is the blog all about. But I actually want to encourage you to start from scratch, because I just think it's going to be a little bit easier for you than to delete the actual thing. Okay, so maybe we can say, okay, let's just choose a new site. Let's create a new site because that's going to be an option for you. And I think you got a good idea of what you are creating. Okay, you're creating a blog. We're just saying next, it's fine. Um, and then it's actually an online store, to come to think of it. Um, okay, so let's choose the built-in one and say next. Let's just skip this. Don't know why it's taking so long. You see, I actually don't, I use this, okay, but let's see, we want the ADI to create it for you. Okay, so let's choose the other one just to see what will they do. Okay, so this is actually very nice. I think you need to start doing this. So this is going to be fashion for you. Okay, and you're going to say next. And you actually don't have an existing one, so you're going to say skip. Then you're going to add your logo. Remember, I explained to you that you have to choose your logo. So I'm just going to use the one that I've already created. You can manage your info and say, listen, you want another one. Okay, you're not going to use that one. Um, and then you can edit your phone number, because once you put in your phone number here, it's actually going to be in there. Okay, they don't really ask for a social link, and if you put it in, then you have to create a Facebook account. Okay, then you can actually go and say you want it to look like this. So this is actually a very nice one. It's much better than the other one. Want to create a color palette from your logo? I just gonna say yes, create it, because then they can actually work on all those colors already in my logo. Use these colors. It's much easier. So you're just gonna run through it, and I think then it's gonna be much easier for you. Okay, so yes, this is very nice. So you can pick your favorite home screen device, and let's just choose one. Can you see they already give you kind of what's kind of happening, and the page is already there? Excellent. Okay, so you can actually go and edit that, which is quite nice. So you're going to edit it, and you're going to have to add those pages up there. So I'm glad I showed you the previous one, the one that's done, so that you can know what you need to do. But this is quite nice. So you can edit this again. Can you see now? This is much better. um you can go and say, listen, you want to edit this, you want this to be renamed, you want to rename it to about us, and you're going to go and put in all the other things like I've showed you to do. Okay, so you're just going to actually carry on creating. But and remember, there must be a content, etc., and you're going to add it every time. Okay, so can you see there it comes up, and now it's so much easier, because when you click on that, then you can change, you can select a design. So if you want a different thing there, you can actually do that. This is a little welcome. So what's nice about this is you can actually say, listen, I want to manage this, um and then you can go and say, oh, sorry, I've chosen the incorrect one now, because I don't want that there. You can actually go and say, okay, let's look at the design. Okay, and now it's so much easier, because you can actually go and say, um you don't want this, you don't want this. You can actually click this off and see how it's changing. Okay, so you can choose whatever needs to be on there. Okay, And then there's a little contact page, which is quite nice already. So what's nice about this is your about page. So you can actually just try to change this. Okay, so you can try to actually go and say, I want a different picture here. Okay. So I'm gonna manage my blog, which it takes me every time to the wrong one. So I would actually advise you not to manage your blog because it takes you here. Let's just quickly see. Um, okay, so you can actually go and say you don't want this, move to trash, and you don't want this. You want to move it. You actually just want that one. Okay, so when you go into that, you can actually now add. This is how you do it. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so now you can say what we are all about. And now you can write your things and you can save. And so it's actually good that you go into that. That is how you should do it. Okay, so there you can change that as well if you would like to. And you can actually go back. Okay, you actually want to publish it. So just say publish so that it can actually go in back to your editing. Okay, so can you see now once you're here, they have deleted those things. Okay, can you see how nice is your contacts? There it is. You can just enter that. You can just literally go and say edit, and you can say you are the marketing manager, etc. Okay, so I want you to encourage you to actually start off by using Wix. See that you can sign on. Use the second one that I've actually showed you, the one to your left, and see how far you can go. I hope you have a lot of fun. Good luck.